I mean, it's been the same, but I think obviously, I think you just see the importance of winning a lot more. And as soon as we get the lead, it's obviously still playing the same game plan, but at the same time being very careful defensively on not giving them a whole lot. And you know how it goes. I mean, at the end of the season here, at the end of the stretch, when you're down a couple goals, the other team's going to push very hard and kind of go full send your way. So sometimes it might seem like you're getting dominated at times, but really for us, it's just about sticking to the program and sticking to the same thing and not allowing a whole lot in front of our own goalie and leave him on the outside of the zone.
How have you noticed Dylan and Fabian becoming more comfortable with the group after about a week?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, I feel like as soon as they come in, we try our best to make him feel part of the group and welcome right away, and I think they felt that as soon as they came in. And but I mean, at the end of the day, for the rest, they're talented hockey players. When they're going to go out there on the ice, it's the same hockey game as where they were before. Obviously, little adjustments for systems, but I mean, they're all smart players, so it didn't take them that much time to figure it out and understand where we're trying to go. And I mean, right away, I think what was great for me is all the guys that came in right away, they were just excited to be in the mix and being able to play meaningful games and being where we're at this time of the season. So no, it's been awesome to see them go.
Knowing how busy the schedule is, like where do you find the windows then there to like I guess invest that time to get to know you guys, especially considering
it's fairly easy. At the end of the day, we're at the rink every single day pretty much, and when we get on the road, we go for dinners and whatnot. So it's usually pretty easy. I mean, for me, like Cuzzy, already met him at the World Championships before, so we already had that. But I mean, I don't know. We're just hockey dudes. So at the end of the day, you're just hanging out in the back in the lounge here, and you're just going to get to know the guys. It's usually pretty easy.
Shabby, is there any different feel, and I'm sure there isn't, but perhaps there might be a feel approaching a game like Philadelphia compared to Boston?
Yeah, I mean, it's similar. It's, you know what, at the end of the day, they lost some pieces at the trade deadline. They got some injuries, but they just won against Florida and Tampa. So those are two big teams. So, no, I mean, it's pretty simple at this time of the season. There's going to be no easy game. There's not going to be none of those games are going to be a walk in the park. We're going to have to earn every inch out there, and it's going to be the same thing for the next 18 games that we have. So, but you know what? It's going to be a fun challenge. We're back at home. Last time we were here, the crowd was amazing. The energy in the building was great. It was easy to get up for. So I think we're going to get off to a good start tonight, and things should go our way.
You mentioned the crowd, the energy that kind of brought. How is that's helped you guys the past few games here?
I mean, it's amazing. As soon as you step on the ice and you feel the energy, it's gives the whole team a boost, and everybody wants to be out there and win the game for them.
You and Brady had a big hug in practice. What led to that embrace?
Just friendship. That's it. He thinks I did something out in the back as a prank, but I'm not. I've been telling him for 8 years I'm not a prank guy. I'm not. I'm just not. So he still thinks it's me. So that was it. I don't think I can say that on the mic. Yeah, we'll keep it indoors.
Comment vous jouez, on parle toujours du processus, c'est qu'on va répéter souvent, avoir confiance dans le processus. Est-ce que tu as l'impression qu'en étant dans ces séquences-là, puis dans le mix cette année, vous y faites davantage confiance, puis justement, il y a moins peut-être de panique des moments où les autres équipes reviennent?
Oui, c'est ça. Je pense que dans les dernières années, c'est des moments comme ça qu'on finissait par perdre un match. Je pense que tu regardes le match contre Détroit, on a juste... il envoyait beaucoup de rondelles vers notre filet, mais je pense qu'au bout de la ligne, on a joué la même game tout le long, puis on a fini par avoir le résultat. Je pense que c'est juste le groupe on comprend bien de la façon qu'on joue. Quand on joue de cette façon-là, on a beaucoup de succès. Fait que je pense que c'est ça beaucoup. C'est tout le monde comprend, puis on essaie de garder la même game, puis jouer ça pour 60 minutes.
Ça fait un petit bout que tu es ici. Découvres-tu des gamers même dans cette chambre-là? Parce que jouer du hockey important, c'est cette année, pour la première fois depuis longtemps. Découvres-tu des gamers?
Je te dirais pas nécessairement d'en découvrir. Je pense qu'au bout de la ligne, ça fait des années qu'on attend dans une situation comme ça. On veut jouer dans des matchs comme ça, des matchs qui sont serrés, des matchs qui sont très importants, que ce soit mieux de perdre en prolongation qu'en temps réglementaire ou c'est mieux de gagner en temps réglementaire ou pas. Tu sais, la game, chaque jeu est énormément important, puis je pense que ça fait toutes des années qu'on attend d'être dans cette situation-là, fait que c'est le fun de l'être.
Vous avez une moyenne
4 buts par rencontre à vos 6 derniers, puis vous en allouez 2,83 dans cette même séquence-là. À quoi vous est dû ce réveil offensif et la bonne structure défensive?
Je pense que c'était juste une question de temps. En même temps, je pense que les saisons sont longues. Là. Tu passes au travers de plusieurs phases d'une saison, puis il y a eu un certain bout de temps qu'on avait de la difficulté à compter. On est tout au courant de ça, mais je pense que c'est juste de continuer de faire la même chose. La même affaire, c'est de faire des petits ajustements dans la zone offensive, de peut-être plus garder la rondelle au lieu du moment qu'on rentre dans la zone, de l'envoyer au filet puis que notre attaque est terminée. Puis je pense qu'on voit ça dans les derniers matchs. On passe beaucoup de temps dans la zone offensive. On crée des jeux, on crée du mouvement dans la zone offensive qui nous mène à des chances de compter. Fait que, je pense que c'est juste des petits ajustements comme ça, mais je pense qu'au bout de la ligne, on savait que ça allait venir. Je pense qu'avec le talent qu'on a, avec le nombre de joueurs qui est capable de créer des jeux ou compter des buts dans cette équipe-là, on savait que ça leur venait.
Vous êtes rapide, vous êtes papier sablé. Est-ce que l'équipe a enfin trouvé l'identité que vous recherchez depuis si longtemps?
Oui, je pense que oui. Je pense exactement ça. C'est ça prend du temps, mais je pense que c'est... quand tu le vois vraiment qui arrive en avant de toi, je pense que c'est le fun de voir. Je pense que c'est le fun de voir que le groupe au complet comprend où notre équipe est en ce moment, que, comme tu as dit, avec notre vitesse, avec la façon qu'on donne pas tant d'espace à l'autre équipe, la façon qu'on est détaillé dans notre zone défensive, je pense que on sait que ça nous donne énormément de succès. Fait que c'est ça d'essayer de faire à tous les soirs. C'est ce qu'on essaie de faire pour 60 minutes. Puis on sait que ça n'arrivera pas nécessairement à tous les soirs, mais je pense qu'on contrôle mieux les situations dans les moments que on n'a peut-être pas notre game. On n'a peut-être pas notre game en première période ou en deuxième période, de revenir entre les chambres, de vraiment se reset puis repartir.
Are you noticing a change in the atmosphere and the energy among Sens fans, just given how you guys are doing recently?
Yeah, it's unreal. Obviously, they've supported us all the way, every time, but I think especially this year, obviously we try and play for them as well, give them something back for all the years we're not playing so well. So it's awesome to see the fans coming out every night and supporting us like that, and it helps us a lot.
As a player, how does that feel as well, just to be playing in these meaningful games right now?
Yeah, it means everything to us. I mean, there's nothing better than winning. Everything is way more fun if you win, and plus, I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves this year, especially in the off season, to be prepared for that. And we can't wait to keep playing.
What's it like now, I guess, seeing the benefits of that? 'Cause you mentioned the off season, the mindset being set so early on. What's it like now seeing, I guess, the fruits of the labor here?
I mean, there's still a bunch of games to be played, so we just got to go day by day, focus every day in and out, and just keep playing our way and believe what we built throughout the summer as a group, and believe what we have in here. And I think that's the most important thing.
What have you been getting to know about Fabian and Dylan in the week they've been here?
Yeah, I actually spent a lot of time with them. So they're great guys. They love being here, and that's what we want. People want to be here, and I think they love it. And obviously with Fabian moving in with me, it's been great, hanging out a lot. So I love it.
In your last 6, you have an average of 4 goals per game, and you're allowed 2.80 per game in that same sequence. How do you explain that burst offensively?
Yeah, I think we're just all playing the same committed way. Everybody commits to defense. We're blocking shots. We're playing fast, and I think that's the biggest key for us as a group. If we play the game plan, we always have a chance to win. And obviously, we have a lot of talented players in here who can make plays, and guys been stepping up, so it's awesome to see.
How strange will it be playing the Bruins without Brad Marchand tonight?
Yeah, probably pretty weird, but they still have a great team over there, and we just got to be prepared for them to come out hard. They played 2 really good games in their last 2 games, so they're going to come out hard, and we got to be ready for it.
Then you played a great game last game, of course, and that back check is probably going to be memorable for this season. You probably took instead of being a 3-3 game, it was a 4-2 game because of that back check. Tell me your role from now on till the end of the season. I mean, this team is very close to playoff spot. What's your role on that team?
Yeah, I mean, I think, well, first of all, we're all really excited about where we're at. Certainly realistic that, the job's not done. A lot of work to do, but for myself, I just want to continue to create energy, be responsible, and, help the team any way that I can on any given night. Ultimately, we just need wins at this point, and that's all I want to help doing.
What was the immediate thing that went through your mind when the puck hit your stick as you extended to keep it from going in?
I don't think I know where you're going to come. I mean, I was just very lucky. Unfortunately, a little bit of a poor decision at the opposing team's blue line, which, I mean, happens. But from there, I just want to get back and help any way I could. And thank God that didn't go in the net.
Almost a guilty back check.
Yeah, you could say that. My heart rate was up a little bit.
How motivates?
That's like the text from buddies that come and fly in. Like, how many versions of that clip did you get sent to you after the game?
Yeah, my phone was blowing up pretty good. It's a cool moment, but at the same time, I'm just super thankful that I got back and saved that from going in. It's kind of a crucial time in the game, and I made a mistake, and thank God I made up for it.
How fast? Like, I mean, you were clocked on there as like 18 miles per hour or something. Do you think that's your normal speed, or do you think the guilt led to that?
Probably a little bit of both. Yeah, I mean, listen, my heart rate was up. I knew I had to get back, and I certainly just tried to put my head down and get there. Zuby did a really good job of holding up the form. It's a tough play for him, so he created a little extra time for me to kind of get back to the puck, and I mean, it was just a good play all around.
Have you made a play like that before in your career?
No, I mean, not that I can remember. I generally try not to turn it over at the blue, so hopefully we won't see that again this year.
You pick up points in 6 straight games. Obviously, it's a combination of a lot of things. Is there any one particular thing that you're thinking this team has done so well to use that, pick up the points?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've stuck with games. Ultimately in an 82-game season, you're not going to have your best every night, but over the year we've learned how to kind of just stay in games and then let our skill take over. Like, obviously, we have so many top players in this locker room, so you hang around in games long enough, and we've done a really good job of that.
What have you learned about Zettler and early going?
Well, first of all, he's extremely strong on the puck. Like, you see him off the ice, he's physically fit, and a really smart player with a really good shot. So it's been fun playing with him. I know it's never easy coming into another team, so we're just trying to make him comfortable, and he's going to be a really good player for us.
Big one against the Bruins tonight. Feels like they're all kind of amped up. The Game 7 vibe, as Brady said a lot. Just what kind of energy do you have to bring to tonight's game?
Yeah, I think the same kind of energy we've been bringing here the last week. Obviously been on a pretty good run here. Got some great goaltending too the last couple of games. So, the Bruins have been playing well. Obviously, they beat Tampa and Florida the last 2 games. So we'll expect a good one tonight, and we got to bring it for sure.
You guys have brought in a good amount of depth at 5-on-5 overall through the lines, and for your line specifically, just settling in, I guess, with Cuzzy and with DP. Just what have you liked from your guys' unit as of late?
Yeah, I know. I think everyone brings a little bit something different, and it's been clicking. Obviously, scored a few big goals through the last couple of games, and it's fun. 2 guys I like hanging out with off the ice, and fun playing with them as well. So. It's just been a lot of fun out there.
How's it been kind of settling in with Dylan in a new group and with this, and you get Fabian in as well? Just how has that been the past week or so, just settling in with these guys?
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, you get new guys in, you want to make it as easy as you can for them. So, having them at the house, I know Fabian's at Timmy's. So I think they've been enjoying it. I've had my family here for the last couple of days, so it's been busy. I don't know how much he's enjoying that, but it's been fun, and just try to do anything I can to help it make it easier for him.
It's awesome. The crowd's been great as of late, obviously, past few games. Just how has that kind of helped the energy on the bench when you guys have been home as of late?
Yeah, no, I was saying that to the guys the other night. I can't remember the last time a Monday night game was sold out. You come out for warm-ups, place is jam-packed, so as a player, you love seeing that, and obviously the energy's probably at an all-time high the last 8 years or so here in Ottawa, so really fun to be a part of it, and looking forward to the stretch of games here.
Coach, with points in 6 straight games, obviously a lot of things are working right. Is there any one particular thing that stands out for your team's game in your eyes?
Yeah, probably just a commitment by the group to play the right way. Not really overanalyzing it, to be honest. But it's important that you pick up points along the way, but also not look behind you and live in the present.
How valuable has the secondary scoring been?
Yeah, I think at this time of year, you've got to get scoring throughout your lineup, whether it's defensemen, second, third, fourth line guys. Makes it a lot easier to chip in if you have it.
Is it that contribution from supporting roles defensively that explained a little bit your average in the last 6. You have 4 goals per game in that sequence, and you're allowing 2.80 in that same sequence.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think you can just put a point on it. I look at our lines and think that there's guys that are capable of scoring throughout our lineup. I think that's a sign of a team getting better. Also, it's hard. It's a hard league to score to win if you're relying on one line. That's for sure.
One of the changes you made when you came in was really getting the team to commit to defense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that commitment's still been there this past week?
I do. Yep.
Do you expect Nick Jensen to play tonight?
I do.
Who's starting?
Linus.
How strange will it be to play Boston without Brad Marchand?
Yeah, he's been a big part of that team for a long time. He's a great player in the league. It's not too often that you see those players change teams, and once in a while it happens. And but yeah, he's been a figure for them for a long time, and I'm sure they have obviously a ton of respect for him. It was I'm sure a hard thing to do.
Coach, you personally 400 NHL game tonight behind the bench. Just what have you learned along the way, and how have you changed maybe from game 1 to game 400?
I didn't know that it was 400, to be honest, but hopefully there's another 400 still to go. And I think you just get better the more you do things, the longer you do it. If you have an open mind to learning, I've probably changed a lot without even knowing it. And I think it's important that you can, whatever you're doing, you look yourself in the mirror and self-assess what you're doing to try to improve.
What do you remember about game 1?
To be honest, not a lot. Just probably nervous and excited at the same time, and I still am. I love doing what I'm doing, and it's a privilege to be in the NHL, whether you're a player or coach or anyone that works for a team.
You've had a ton of success in back-to-back games of late. What do you attribute to the success of that? Is it an anomaly? Is it resiliency? What does it say about the team?
Knock on wood. I think it's again, whenever you play back-to-back, you are going to be physically tired more than a game that you're not. And I think when you are tired, you have to really rely on your structure, push yourself also to skate, and it has to be a commitment throughout the group. And those are things that we talk about all the time, whether we're playing back-to-back or not. So that's probably part of it.
How would you maybe assess or evaluate the first 2 games for Zetterlund, and then what do you kind of want from him?
Yeah, he's playing less minutes than he's accustomed to. He's also playing a new system. He's a relatively young player in the league, and our team's playing well. So I think it's been good to insert him in, work him in slowly, He's watched, all his shifts with the coaches, and there's definitely things that we're teaching him on the fly. He hasn't had a practice yet, but I'd assess his game. It's been fine, and knowing that he could move up the lineup at any given moment, but also making sure that we're not force feeding something that we don't need to yet. But there's a reason we traded for him, and we like him a lot, and I expect his time will come where he gets some more ice time at some point.
What about Matthew Highmore has made it difficult to send him back down to Belleville?
Yeah, we're past that point now as far as making those decisions, but he gives us a steady game. He's a smart player. He's fast and competitive. So
It seems like a lot of guys needed a replay to figure out exactly what happened on that play in Philly. What was your reaction when you first realized what had transpired there?
I almost closed my eyes and hoped it didn't go in. So I saw the replay, and obviously Heisey made a hell of a play. Worked hard to back check. You tend to back check a little harder when maybe you've turned the puck over as well.
Another big one at home tonight. Just the crowd and the energy. How has that kind of helped you guys over the past few games?
Yeah, you could really feel it last game. It's a big game against Detroit. Another big one tonight. I think the deeper you go into a season, it's not just the fans or the players and the team that feels, you know, the magnitude of games. Obviously, the fans do as well, and that's you know, there's no better feeling than when you're playing at home and the building is, you know, on fire, and it was great to see.